viewer. What's up, BJ? Hello, friendo. I feel special right about now. Why? How are you guys? What's up, Jacob? My Christmas was good. Josh Weller, what's up? Hey, Max. How are you? A lump of coal. Hubert is in the closet, probably. I don't know. Where is Hubert? Check the closet. Merry late Christmas, Max. What's up, Wheelbite? How are you? Josh Weller says hi, Pamela. I'm good. It has been a while. I like this sound. Is he in the closet, Pamela King? Did you check the closet? I'm glad you made it to this one, Max. Caesar, what's up? Glad you made it, Wheelbite. He just came out the closet. Hubert just came out the closet. Where are the matches? Pamela King. I recognize every name in the chat. PJ, nothing really interesting. You haven't missed much. Hey, NeptuneChildASMR. How are you? I don't know where any matches Yes, I did. I got a lot of cool stuff. I'm doing good. Black SSJ, we are missing CZ. I don't think she's been to my live stream. I don't know. Oh, Wheelbite, speaking of that, I got a harp for Christmas and I cannot tune it for my life. I can't tune it. Guitars, I can do that, but a harp, it's very hard. Oh, Shantae, ASMR. I'm glad you're here. My ASMR live streams are just really casual usually. Just chatting. I don't know. They're just really casual and fun. Can you do a little tongue clicking? Yeah. Is that tongue clicking? I literally just snored and woke myself up. You're making me drowsy. Sleep, Pamela. Don't snore too loud, because then we'll hear it on here. I can tune a harp, but I can't tune a fish. Come tune my harp. It's strangely relaxing. What's up, Junior? Most of the songs that I am learning are in drop D, so I don't get, or I didn't get tuning exposure. Oh, well, if you have a capo, and if it's in drop D tuning, I'm pretty sure if you just put the capo on the first fret, then it's in normal tuning. But I'm not sure. I don't remember. I think so. Joe, what's up? Maybe I should do a tuning my harp video, and it will be like 5 hours long because I can't even get like 4 of the strings in tune. I don't know what's wrong with it. Like, I know how it should be tuned. But every time that I tune it, it's a note, and then I go back to like check it. My phone's about to speak. I go back to check it, and it says that it's like a different note, so I don't know if the strings are tight enough or something, but it came with extra strings to change, and I don't know how to change harp strings either, so I'm gonna have to learn how to do that. Come tune my harp. Josh, yeah, it does sound kind of creepy. This isn't a new phone, this is my old phone. Are you massively opposed to gum chewing like 99% of the ASMR community? No. I like gum chewing. Sometimes, occasionally. I'm always chewing gum in real life. Come tune my herpes. Yo, I got some type of herpes or something on my mouth. Like, it just literally popped up right here. And I don't know what it is. Is it a cold sore? Is it a pimple? I don't know. Haven't turned. Oh, did you get a new phone, Joe? Good night, Pamela. Yeah, it could be a cold sore. It doesn't hurt though. It doesn't hurt. Like, I don't even notice that it's there. It's just really unattractive. But whatever. It'll go away. I don't care. I forget a canker sore. Those suck. Are those the ones inside of your mouth? A few weeks ago, I accidentally bit my lip and it like busted open over here. And it was so fat, it looked like I just got lip injections on one side of my mouth, and I kind of was into it. Like, I kind of liked it. I was like, maybe I should do the other side. I meant I got a new phone, not you, Nep. Oh, yeah, I kind of assumed. Paulo. Is that the Blue Yeti? Yes, it is. The Blue Yeti. Maybe it's the beginning of a new beauty mark. I hope not, honestly. I've had this one, like right here by my eye forever, and every time my mom sees me, she thinks it's a blackhead and she tries to pop it. And I'm like, Mom, you know that has been there since I was like born, so I don't know. It won't pop, it's just a freckle. Yeah, the ones inside your mouth that are so acidic and make eating miserable. My mouth is so dry. And so are my lips, and so is my skin. I'm a dry mess. How do guys with a beauty mark shave? I've always wondered that. I know a guy that has a beauty mark on his face, like right here, like a Marilyn Monroe one, and I always wondered how he shaved his face. I should really upgrade my YouTube icon. My current one is so derpy. I like it. Keep it. Must be awkward going around it. I don't think you can go around it if it's like right on your face somewhere. Like right where you need to shave. Like there would just be a patch of hair there. I don't know. Yeah, I've had a lucid dream before. Almost all of my dreams are lucid, actually. Finally updates channel icon sideways. I wanted to find matches so I can light this candle, but I don't know where any are. Actually, wait. I think I just spotted some. A big box. If there's any in here. Oh yeah, there is. I'm trying to have a lucid dream. I want one so bad. You gotta practice meditation and stuff. I don't try to anymore. It just happens. Like pretty much every time I dream, I'm aware that I'm dreaming. I'm the opposite. I don't feel like I dream except the odd time. And I usually, after I go back to sleep. Lucid dreaming happens the most when you wake up and then go back to sleep. That's why they tell you to like set alarms and stuff in the middle of the night. Well, I just meditate at night and listen to it like while you try to go to sleep. Like don't do it in the daytime, just do it at night, and it's okay if you fall asleep because that's what I do every single night. And obviously, I guess it's been working even though I fall asleep sometimes. My last lucid dream was last month. That's fun. I don't like to take control of it for the most part. Like I realize that I'm dreaming, but I usually let the story just like happen until it starts, like, if it starts to get kind of like dark and creepy, then I will change it. But usually I like to just like go with the flow. JoJo wouldn't be a bad call. What? Oh, you're talking about something anime, I think. I don't know. Do lucid dreams feel real? Yes. Yes, it feels really real. I was looking for the UFC live stream because I'm broke. That's even better. Naked Snake. What's that? What is the UFC live stream? Benadryl? Like, I'm allergic to Benadryl. It makes me have like weird reactions. Are you a spiritual person? Yeah, I am. Hola, Derek. All of my lucid dreams are dark and creepy, but I make them that way. Sometimes I don't mind a dark and creepy type of dream because I'm always very aware that it's a dream. Like, I don't know, it feels real, but in the back of my head, like, I know it's not while I'm dreaming. So I just kind of let it happen. I like any dream that I have. Oh, UFC is just mixed martial arts. Oh, interesting. I want to light this candle now. Yeah, it is actually possible to have lucid dreams. It's fun. It just happens to me naturally, like pretty much every time I dream. But I think it's from like years of meditating every night. I don't know. Just really high self-awareness, I guess. Mia left tonight. Actually, like an hour ago was her flight. I have peppermint candles. Lit that I got for Christmas. Honestly, it was my favorite gift. That sounds really good. I sometimes lucid dream a little before I wake up. Yeah. The best thing is like when you wake up a little too early and then you go back to sleep for a little bit. That's when you're like most likely to have a lucid dream. Or if you wake up from a dream and then you try to go back to that dream, that's when you're the most likely. Gotta set this candle down. Candle. Okay. Anyway. Do they taste good, Joe? I ate a dog treat the other day because it looked like a cookie and I really wanted to eat it. It honestly tasted like a sugar cookie that had like a lot less sugar in it. It was pretty good actually. Not often though. Whenever I try to steer them, I wake up. Yeah, I wouldn't try to change it too much. I kind of just go with the flow of mine. Like, I don't try to control it too much because then I probably will wake up. But usually the entire time I'm very aware that I'm in a dream and I can like control little things without waking up, just like basically the direction that the dream goes. Like if it's starting to get a little too dark for my liking, like I just change it up a little bit. But I don't really take like full advantage of doing whatever I want because I don't want to wake up. Do you have your third eye unlocked? I believe so. Currently, I think it is. I don't know. It closes and then it opens. You gotta meditate and like, realign your chakras and stuff. I've only ever had one lucid dream. Feels bad, man. Caesar, meditate. It's fun. It feels good. It's relaxing. Wheelbite. You used to eat your dad's magazines. What? Yeah, if you get too excited, your heart will start to race and that automatically wakes you up. Just like how they say if you are ever in like a sleep paralysis, if you like hold your breath, you'll be able to free yourself because your heart rate will change. When I was a kid, I tried to stab my friend in the ear with a pencil. When I was a kid, this kid named Kevin, he tried to kiss me in like 3rd or 4th grade, and I bent his pinky finger like all the way back, and then I got in trouble for it. I did not like him. Did I fat finger that one or what? Lucid dreams used to freak me out. Yeah, all of that stuff used to freak me out so bad when I was like 16. I used to try to listen to those meditations and stuff, and I guess my mind wasn't open enough to it because like the voices on the meditations and the hypnosis videos would like freak me out, and I would be scared to put both headphones in because I thought somebody was gonna murder me. But like 3 years ago, I just randomly decided I'm just gonna have an open mind and not be creeped out by it. So I started listening to them every night, and now like the binaural beats and stuff, they're not freaky to me. Like even the dark ones, they used to make me feel really uncomfortable and scary. But I got used to them, I guess. I don't know. What's up, Jarbot? No one likes a forced kiss. That's creepy. He was creepy, and then he like cut me in the lunch line, and I was like, no. So then at recess, I kicked sand in his eyes. This kid Kevin, he was a mess, and he was really annoying. So I would always get in trouble for hurting him. Me nearly stabbing my friend in the ear with a pencil was in like kindergarten. Well, I was in 4th grade. I used to get in trouble all the time in elementary school for physical violence, but not just like random physical violence. Like somebody had to do something really annoying, like for me to get like that. Somebody has to really annoy me like continuously. Like I hit this one girl with a beaded jump rope in aftercare because that girl hit my friend with a beaded jump rope, and my friend was just sitting on the floor crying because it hurt so bad. And I was like, go stand up for yourself, like go tell somebody. And she was like, no. So I went up to the girl, and the girl that hit my friend was also like one of our best friends, like our group of 3. Her name was also Ashley, and we looked exactly the same. So everyone thought we were like twins or something. But anyways, I hit her with a beaded jump rope to get back at her for my friend, and then I got in trouble for it. I think I know Kevin. Only we call him Four Finger Kevin. I think I did break his finger or something. I don't know. I caused something to happen to his finger. The dentist doctor in my dream had sausage fingers trying to fix my teeth. That's interesting. I had a dream a couple nights ago that one of my sisters and I were on a search for chocolate and we couldn't find any. We kept going into like restaurants and stuff and they would have like cheesecake and strawberry flavored stuff, but nobody would have chocolate. And then our friends were like, guys, just get something else. And we were like, no, I need chocolate. It has to be chocolate. So we just kept like running to all different restaurants and we never did find chocolate. And then I woke up. So that was really interesting. And then I woke up and I wanted chocolate. So I ate chocolate for breakfast. Kaiser is doing good. On Christmas, he had like 7 bones because he goes into my grandma's house and he eats her dog's food and finds all of his bones just laying around. So he's a bit of a mess. He has no manners, and recently he's been just going in my closet and sleeping in there. Like, I don't know why. Like, when we first brought him home, he tried to get in my closet, and I thought he was just trying to find my shoes and tear them up, so I was like, no, get out of my closet. But then, like, the bathroom is right next to my closet, so I came out of the bathroom one night, and he was just laying in the closet, because I forgot to close the gate, and he was snoring really loud, and ever since then, like, I just left the gate open, and he just goes in there and sleeps in there. It's really weird. I don't know, maybe he's used to having a doghouse or something. Yikes. Like actual sausage fingers or sausage, as in fat fingers. I've always been a violent person, to be honest. Joe, don't be a violent person. I was just a violent person for like a weird period of my life where my mom told me that I was possessed because honestly I don't remember a lot of it, and she gave me an exorcism. Like, she brought me somewhere to have an exorcism, and I don't remember that period of my life at all, so I don't know. Not being able to find chocolate, that's not a dream, it's a nightmare. It was a bit like a nightmare. I was getting very frustrated. I had like a 20-day beard and I shaved off everything but kept my mustache to bother my sister because she hates mustaches. She was so grossed out. My mom said I look like a cop and my sister said I look like a pedophile with that mustache. I had to shave it because I had to leave the house. He had a porn stash. He is a closet snorer. Mustaches are cool. I don't judge facial hair really, except for like goatees. Those are kind of weird, honestly, but it depends on like what you look like if you can pull it off. Like, some people can pull off weird stuff. It's fine. But some people, they just don't look right with their facial hair. You should have made the mustache like curl up, like one of those hipster mustaches. I wish I could rock a mustache. I wish I could grow some facial hair up in here. I actually shave my face sometimes just because it feels really good and it like exfoliates and makes makeup go on better. But it makes my face break out, as I've realized, like after doing it so many times. Like it looks nice for like about a week, and then it makes my skin break out. So I haven't done it in a long time. But I've kind of wanted to do it again. I know the consequences, I just still do it. Facial hair only looks good when it's blonde. I like facial hair. Honestly, I kind of like it. I mean, anything else that you can style and add to like your little routine, like it makes it cooler. Like being a girl, I don't have that option, so if I was a guy, I would definitely take advantage of that. Just change up my style with facial hair. Like that's cool. You can be like a whole different person depending on the way you style your facial hair. It gives you a whole different like persona. I only ever rock a goatee, to be honest. Goatees remind me of like the early 2000s and all of those I don't know, it reminds me of like early 2000s MTV stuff. Do you guys remember the show Pimp My Ride? I was just thinking about that show the other day. My whole family used to watch that show. And Mythbusters. Mythbusters was good. Okay, Shantae. The more you shave, the faster it grows. That's not true necessarily. I'm pretty sure they said that that's not true, but I don't know. My facial hair grows in a super French way, mustache, goatee, and soul patch style. That's dope. That's why I like growing a beard every couple of months. It changes how I look. It's kind of like buying new clothes. Yeah, I wish I had that option. If I was a guy, I would grow out like some crazy facial hair. I would braid it. I would wear eyeliner. Like I would just like play with my style so much. It itches. Yeah, I can imagine. My dad, the other day, he was trying to grow out his beard, and the other day he was just like, I want to shave it off so bad, but I still want to grow it, but I feel claustrophobic in my own beard. Like he was talking about how it was making him claustrophobic to have it on his face. Pimp My Ride was so good. I love that show. All those old shows were so good. Without facial hair, I look too young. Honestly, I think I look younger when I have makeup on than when I don't. Like most people feel the opposite. Like they feel like they look like they're 12 without makeup. But like when I put makeup on, I feel like I look like a 12-year-old who got into my mom's makeup. And without makeup, I look like a 45-year-old meth head. Mythbusters was so good too. Mythbusters, that one episode with the jawbreakers where they showed videos like of kids that put them in the microwave and it blew up. That I don't know why that episode scared me so bad when I was younger, because I used to eat those jawbreakers and I always thought they were just gonna explode even though I didn't put them in the microwave. I still watch Celebrity Deathmatch. Claymation is my jam. I like the facial hair look. when you shave, it usually gets thicker, not really faster. It doesn't get thicker. It doesn't get thicker. I don't know, just wax. If you use wax, it definitely gets thinner. But then you have like bald patches, like you get places where the hair does not grow back if you wax. Like I did that to my legs a couple of times, and there's just spots that no hair will grow back. So if you really just want to get rid of your hair, waxing, it works. It kind of feels good too, honestly. But I'm a weirdo, so I don't know. Have you ever heard static noise on the radio? Do you like it when it comes in with music? Yeah. I guess I like a record player kind of sound. I like that sound. When I don't have facial hair, I literally look 12. Yeah, facial hair definitely makes a guy look older. Especially like if you're skinny. Like most people think I'm 12 just because I'm small. And like, I don't know. Just the other day, somebody asked me what grade I was in. And I was like, I'm 21. And they were like, they gave me like this weird look. I shaved my eyebrows once on a dare, and they grew back with horns. What? How long have you gone without shaving your legs? I'm working on decades myself. I mean, does it count when I was younger? Before I even shaved, because I think that was like 12 years, a good 12 years. I once shaved a 1-inch square on my leg. It never grew back. What? I wish that would happen to me. What about the FM dial mixing with music and static? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think I've ever experienced that. I don't know. Oh, happy late birthday, Josh Weller. You're 21 now, we're the same age. Oh, NeptuneChildASMR, you're back. What's up? Everybody should check out Shantae's videos. Support. Group support. I haven't felt any difference since I stopped growing taller, which was at 18. Now I'm turning 22 in 5 months. Oh, interesting. I definitely felt different when I turned 21. I definitely felt younger when I was 20, and then when I turned 21, it kind of hit me that I was like an actual adult now. I definitely felt a difference, but I don't know. I'm gonna be 22 in March. Feels weird. Mom called me. My mom never calls me. I'm just not a mature person. I used to think I wasn't a mature person, and then I realized that I am, but it kind of comes and goes when it needs to. like when I have to buck up and be like an adult and be mature, it comes in strong and I'm like, wow, that was a really adult thing to do or say. But then most of the time when I don't need to be an adult, I'm just like a mess and I'm a big goofball that acts like a child. So it's not that I'm immature, it's just that when I don't need to be mature, I don't try to be. It's less fun. Nebraska, what's up? Happy New Year. Almost New Year. The first day of the year is my grandma's birthday. And New Year's Eve is one of my siblings' birthdays. PJ, you're going to be 20 in March. Pisces squad. Unless it's after March 20th. I think I will be a mature person when I start working 40 hours a week, pay rent, insurance, and all that crap. Yeah, that'll definitely wake you up mentally. That's good, Max. I'm still immature to do all that shit. Honestly. I don't know. I think it just, maturity hits people at different times. Because when I was like 16 or 17, I thought I was an adult and I tried to be really mature and be really adult-like. And now that I'm an adult, I don't want to be an adult, so I act like a child. It was like complete opposite because I was very mature as a child. But then I started to get like less mature as I aged. Really weird. Yes, I agree. Hello, friendo. Avoid that at all costs. No, I didn't tap a book, but I can tap a book if you want me to. I have paperback books, hardcover books. Like I have a big stack of books sitting on my desk that I use to prop my camera up when I'm too lazy to use a tripod. My maturity will hit me when I go blind, which will probably be by the time I'm 35. What? I'm sorry, Joe. Stay out of the sun and take care of your eyes. Hardcovers, I got you. I have this stack of books. Okay, there's an atlas, a thesaurus, a dictionary. I want the atlas because it's smaller. Do you like fast tapping or slow tapping? Yeah, I'm sorry, Joe. I got some what are they called? Like some insoles for your shoes that give you an arch. And it was life-changing for my weird ankle problem. But like it started to spread. So like I have nerve damage going all the way up my leg and it's freaking me out really bad. But I'm scared to go to a doctor about it because like I kind of already know what it is. And in order to fix it, like you have to break every single bone in the foot. So like I'm not having that. But like I'm too young to have nerve damage. But I do because I keep sitting on it. I just had to like not sit on it right now. I have to remember not to. Oh, you're welcome, Shante. I like both, and I like when there's like scratching mixed with it, or when somebody goes really slow and then starts going really fast and then slows down. I stopped playing video games obsessively since I started playing guitar. Now I get bored from video games. That's what happened to me, but I finally got Breath of the Wild for Christmas. And I have been obsessed with it and I can't put it down. I personally prefer rhythmic tapping, not necessarily fast or slow. I like when it goes into all different forms of tapping, like it goes from rhythmic to just like all over the place and then gets like slowed down and then louder and faster. I like when it's like you don't know what to expect next. Just a variety. You're never too young for nerve damage. I mean, that's true, but still, it's pretty bad. It's like my entire leg, and every time that I move in like the weirdest, like just a slight position where the nerves are, like if I put my knee down on the bed in a certain way, it'll send like some weird nerve pain through my leg, and it's not normal. Like it's really messed up. What's up, Lance? Breath of the Wild is like if Skyrim and Zelda had a baby, honestly. The whole time I was thinking about Fortnite while I was playing it because my sister plays Fortnite and I watched her play once and I was like, this is like the ghetto version of Zelda, but there's no way to level up really. So basically it's like the free version of Zelda with no dungeons and stuff. But I'm kind of into the whole like dropping the weapon stuff and like picking up new ones. Like it's kind of fun. And the cooking part, like that's really fun. Like there's a lot of little things that just make it really cool. I need to start doing yoga and stretching. Well, for sure. Yeah, I've been doing that. And like soaking it in Epsom salt, like warm water. It helps a lot. Fortnite is so awful. I don't watch football, but my aunt has been watching them all day. And I've been sitting here playing Breath of the Wild while she's watching football, so I wasn't really paying attention, but I heard it in the background. have a cat that lives outside. And she likes to go for walks with me and my dog. And my dog doesn't really like her, but she wants him to like her. And she tries to jump out of the bushes and scare him on purpose. And the whole neighborhood knows her. Because they see her taking walks with us. Like one time I walked to Trader Joe's and my cat walked all the way there with me and waited outside of the front door until I got my groceries and walked out, and then walked back home with me. She's crazy. She'll just take walks with you. She likes to take walks. And then when you get too far away from home, she starts to like meow and cry and lay there like she's mad that you're going too far. And I'm like, you don't have to follow me, but she just like whines the entire time and keeps going. You know when she's getting tired. I played with cats at PetSmart. Now I love them. I used to hate them. I love PetSmart's cats. They're so cute. I like to go out to the pet stores and like watch the snakes. If I can't have one, I just like to watch them. I'm very fascinated by them. Like I watched a king snake for like 3 hours at a pet store one time. Like I was just so fascinated by it. My watch later playlist has like 2,800 videos in it. Mine too. I had to make like a bunch more watch later playlists. I almost dropped my phone. I make playlists like every night to just like play for noise to go to sleep. And then I don't remember because I don't remember exactly which one I fell asleep during, so I like have to go back to the playlist and it will say that I watched all of them because I slept through like most of them. But I have to figure out which ones I didn't watch. Like the ones that I don't remember. You should watch my liked video playlist and watch all my liked cheetah videos. They're really exciting. I'll do that. What's up, Stephanie? How are you? I brought an old car to Trader Joe's. They didn't offer shit for it. False advertising. What? Hold on. Just skip the rest of this weekend. Let me get my paycheck on Monday already. Honestly. The weekend's almost over. Oh yeah, same Joe. I always save a bunch of videos that I'm interested in like at the moment, and then I start going through and I'm like, I don't feel like watching this right now, but like eventually I want to watch it, but I never do. Turn off autocorrect, Joe. What's up, Stock? Rock music is the bomb. Well, I was doing data entry for a little bit, and then I worked at a call center. I hated it so much. It was driving me insane. So I went back to my original job as like a freelance type of person. So basically I just get old furniture and I make it nicer and then I resell it. So I am basically self-employed. I could not do the call center stuff. Like, it was, I don't like any job that I'm not in control of. So basically, I do better when I work for myself. The call center one really stressed me out the most. What was your third most favorite present this year? I don't have a favorite. I like everything. I was a call center supervisor. What does the supervisor do? You just supervise it. Like, I could have done that. I didn't like the fast-paced, like, I don't know. I actually preferred it when the people would curse me out on the phone. Like, when I got the prank calling stuff, I actually liked that more. Like, when I first got the job, the boss was like, oh, you gotta not take things personal. I was like, oh, it's fine. And then, like, a lot of calls, they were just cursing me out. And it was so much better than the ones that actually were interested, because then I had to fill out all of this information just to find out that their insurance didn't even cover it. Like, it was a lot of work for something, like, so stupid when you're getting paid by the hour. So I actually, like, when people would do those prank calls, I would play along for like a long time just to avoid going on to another call. Very bad employee. No, I've never worked as a cashier. I know I could never do that job. I never would do that job. I would be the worst. Good night, BJ. Yeah, I don't like jobs that have to deal with people too much. Like, I'm not really a social person. I'm not good at talking to people in real life, like face-to-face situations. So any type of job that I can just be creative and like work from the back and not have to talk to people, it's good for me. Like the data entry stuff, that was easy. I liked it. Yes, Lance, make a YouTube channel. Are you gonna do ASMR? Yeah, Max, same. I didn't stay there very long. I think I was there like one day, honestly. I don't know how long I was there, because that was the one that kept sending me to like different places. It felt like it was forever, but really it wasn't. It was just like a really long, drawn out like training type of thing. And then I think the actual job, I was only there for like one day, like when I actually was done with the training stuff. And I was like, I can't do this forever. Like, I can't do this every day for like 8 hours. Manage my team, meeting, write-ups, reports. The last 3 people I helped us, the customer service rep I told to go fuck themselves, and that I was quitting the job that same day. Basically, like after the first day, I had like an insane mental breakdown, and I ended up going to the hospital for it. And then they tried to Baker Act me, and I was like, no. Actually, I mean, I tried to Baker Act myself just to get out of going to work the next day. But basically, the guy said that if I Baker Acted myself, I would have to stay for like 3 days or something. So I was like, yeah, I'm in. Like, I'm down to do it. So I just texted my friend and I was like, oh, I'm gonna be at the hospital for 3 days, so tell the boss like I'm not coming to work. And then they tried to like put me in this room and get me ready to go to a mental hospital, and I started backing out. I was like, no, I'm not doing this. Like, this is crazy. And the nurse lady, like, they put me in paper clothes and stuff, and I was like, no, I feel like a criminal. I'm not doing it. And the nurse was like, you already signed the paper. You can't sign it. You can't like, not go now. You already signed it. Like, legally, you have to go. And I started freaking out and throwing a scene, like putting this big scene on in the hospital. And there was like some guard standing in front of my door. And I just started taking my clothes back, and I was looking straight at the guard, and I was like, you can watch if you want, I don't care. And I started like putting my clothes on and started walking out, and I'm surprised I didn't get arrested or something. But then the guy eventually came back in that originally talked to me, and he was like, I usually don't do this, and I'm not allowed to really do this, but I'm gonna let you like go and leave now. And I was like, thank you. Because I would have gone insane if I had to go through that. So that's the story of how my job made me mentally crazy for a little bit. Letting people go, I could never do that. That sounds hard. Some people can, some people can't. I hate working. Some people like working. That's weird. I wish I liked working. Sometimes I do, though. Depends. What's up, Tim? Mental hospital. This is crazy. That's the point, of course, it's crazy. No, but I was just thinking about, like, I literally told the nurse this while I was there, when I was like in the middle of a freak out because they wouldn't let me leave. I was like, we live in basically the drug capital of, actually, I think it's the most, like, I think there's the most rehabs here than anywhere in America. Like, I think this is the drug capital of America. Like, at least one of the top ones. And people go to rehabs all the time. And they do, like, illegal drugs on the street and stuff. And then they go to rehabs and they're allowed to keep their stuff, have visitors, make phone calls, keep their phones, like, and they give them drugs. They give them more drugs to stop doing their drugs, and they can walk in and leave anytime they want, basically. And so I told that lady, I was like, so an innocent person who's just having like some bad anxiety gets treated like a criminal and has to wear like paper clothes and all this stuff, while people who are illegally doing drugs get thrown into like basically a paradise compared to a mental institution. I was like, I should just go do drugs on the street and then go to rehab, and I'll be treated better than this. Like, they wouldn't even let me close the door while I changed. Like, I was mid-changing into the paper clothes in the bathroom, and this group of, like, men opened the door, and they're like, sorry, you can't close the door. And I was like, well, the lady who walked me here closed the door for me, so I was like, I'm not a criminal. This is ridiculous. I started at the call center, customer service reps, then applied for team lead and then supervisor. It was hard. I'm not gonna lie. You got your bosses yelling at you. Yeah. It's definitely not for me, but I admire the fact that you can do it. And you pushed yourself to get there. That's really good. I wish I could do that, but apparently I cannot. If like just a little bit of talking on the phone is enough to make me go into a full-blown panic attack. So good for you that you can. I really wish I could. One time my boss actually got me to tell a guy that he was fired just so she didn't have to do it. Definitely wasn't as hard as people make it out to be. I feel like I wouldn't be able to fire certain people. Like, I would easily be able to fire people who I know were not doing their job, but like working as hard as they could. But then there's like times where you have to fire like old people or something because they work slower, even though they're doing their best and like they are really like using all of their effort, but they just don't work as fast as like the younger people, and you gotta let those ones go. Like, I would feel so bad. depend. I think it would depend on the person if I would be able to fire them or not. I may actually be bipolar, honestly. I mean, me too. I don't know. I don't try to figure out. I haven't been diagnosed as bipolar, but I haven't been to that many psychologists either, so who knows? Lance, what did you do on your college radio station? Paper clothes can be dangerous with the increase in paper cuts and all, honestly. Oh, my grandmother on my mom's side is bipolar and borderline schizophrenic, so anything's possible. Yeah, mental illness runs in my family too. Mostly a lot of anxiety. Like, I have severe anxiety, really bad. And it's just random for no reason sometimes, just literally no reason. I got this robe for Christmas, and I really like it, but I feel like since it's white, I'm gonna get it so messed up, but I don't want to take it back and get another color because I really like the white thing, because I usually wear all black. Like, everything is either gray or black, so it feels different to have some like white clothes. It just feels like fresh, but also dangerous. I feel like I'm entering my first live stream at a really deep moment. What? Tim, you haven't been here before. I thought you've been to a live stream. It's not a deep moment. We've had deeper moments than whatever I just said. I don't even remember what we just talked about. That's how these live streams go. I just don't even remember what I say. Anything is like, no topic is off limits. If you've never been to a live stream before. They're just casual chats. I don't even know why I really put ASMR in the title, because sometimes I just turn into like not doing ASMR. Someone that I love tried to commit suicide. I really love him, but I had to leave him. I'm sorry, Shante. I've had a lot of people in the past few years that were really close to me kill themselves. I've dealt with suicide. You thought I was wearing this robe for religious reasons, because it's a white robe. It's a Calvin Klein robe. My grandma got it for me because she got me a Calvin Klein backpack one year for Christmas, and then ever since then I started like collecting Calvin Klein stuff. Like, my friend called me the Calvin Klein Queen, and I was like, yes, I'm gonna go with it. That sounds like a good thing to collect. So now, like, a lot of my stuff is just Calvin Klein, just because I am weird like that, and I like all of my stuff to be the same. But I'm like especially obsessed with the Calvin Klein backpacks. I don't like purses. They make my shoulders hurt, and I have to constantly switch shoulders, but like, backpacks are balanced. I mean, I constantly look like I'm gonna steal from a store or like I'm going on a backpack hike or something, but they're still better than purses. They're more functional. Oh, Tim, you've listened to them afterwards. Oh, I don't know. I've had so many of these that I forget sometimes. I just feel like I thought you came to one before. I don't know. Oh, thanks, Max. Tim, also, I never thought anyone would listen to them afterwards. So that's interesting that, like, people actually do. That's the whole reason I wanted to do some type of podcast thing, because if people still watch the live streams after they're not live anymore, then I guess people don't mind my opinions and my like random rambles. So it would be fun to do a podcast because sometimes I honestly just like to hear myself talk. So yeah, that's why I do these. This is my social interaction for like a month. Your ASMR title should be like ASMR question, exclamation, exclamation, question. That's how my titles usually are, honestly. Like, I usually try to make them really long and unnecessary just because. But I was running out of ideas, and this live stream was kind of just spontaneous because everyone's finally calmed down and I have like some quiet time. But I literally just jumped up from playing Zelda and I was like, I'm gonna live stream right now. And I didn't have time to think of like a weird title to call it. My uncle committed suicide. I think he's a lot happier now. Maybe. I did a seance with my friend on one of these live streams actually a while ago, and we contacted somebody who we know who was very close to us that killed himself, and he was not happier. He was miserable, equally as miserable on the other side as he is, or as he was on this side. It was good of you to get ready for this live stream. Yes, I really prepared. As you can see, my hair is still wet, and I have a robe on, and I have no makeup on, and like a weird cold sore, and it's really, I prepared a lot. And watch or listen to a Neptune podcast. Yeah, I want to do an ASMR podcast. Like, once a week. I think it would be fun. Like, you guys can drop some topics, and I can have some guests or something. Oh, good, you may. Alright, oh yeah, I'm not gonna stop doing live streams. I love doing live streams. It's my social interaction because I don't really like hang out with people. Occasionally I do, like rarely. But this is like how I get my social interaction for a little bit. Wow, what a title. Should have been the title then. I couldn't have thought of something like that. Oh, look, we have our first troll. What's up? Yes, I did talk to my friend Spirit. I've been talking to spirits since I can remember. They've just come to me. I'm in my 20s and he's almost 40. I had to leave him because his sister said that he did it because of me. I didn't believe her or leave him. I helped him get back on his feet. and go to therapy and all that. Oh, I'm sorry, Shantae. At least you helped him. But yeah, it's definitely good to get out of that. Topic number 1, Josh Weller and Pamela fanfic. Well, somebody has to write the fanfic, and I can read it. Don't vape. No, I'm gonna vape because I have a really bad nicotine addiction. You don't vape because, or smoke cigarettes because it is highly addictive, so don't do it. Yes, I am antisocial. What is your point? I literally just said that. My social interaction too. I asked him one day, did he do it because of me? He said no. Weeks later, he tells me that he did it because he thought I was getting distant. Other people were taking interest in me. Yeah, those kind of relationships are really toxic, and like, it's sad on both ends, and you kind of don't want to leave because you feel like it's your fault, but really, like, you gotta get out of there so that they can have time to heal. Yawn. If you've never seen a spirit, that doesn't mean that they don't exist. Some people are just naturally drawn to the spirit realm, and some people don't get it. My grandma doesn't believe in spirits, or she didn't believe in spirits. She's never seen one or felt one until I started talking to her about them and explaining what it feels like when a spirit is around. And she went from like a complete non-believer, and now she like actually is into it. And she believes me. She always constantly is asking me, is there a spirit in the house right now? I bet Josh is a good writer. He seems like he would be a good writer. I'm terrible with words. Me too. I used to be a really good writer when I was in high school, and I stopped doing it. Now I'm good with ideas, but I get too lazy in the process of writing them. So I am not good at writing, but I'm a very good idea person. Like a team effort kind of thing. Like I can just pop ideas out to like more and more and more, but I can't stick to one. So I'm better improvising for my videos. I usually just improvise when I do role plays instead of writing them because I can't do it. Oh, he's narcissistic. Yeah, I know people like that too. It sounds kind of like I can't really diagnose somebody, but that kind of sounds like borderline personality from what I know about it. I know a couple people who were diagnosed with borderline, and they get extremely jealous about like relationships, and they get easily attached to people. Or it could be the opposite. Like some people with it, I guess they can't get attached to people or something. But yeah, and they constantly, like the ones that I know, they constantly threaten to kill themselves. Like if you don't respond to them or something, I don't know, and they make it kind of seem like it's your fault, and they make you feel bad about it. But yeah, I'm glad you got out of that. Oh, Josh Waller, I will read your Sonic the Hedgehog fanfic. Good night, Lance. Sleep well. In MX Monster 80, you look broken. Yeah, I agree. Is there a spirit in your house right now? Yes, there is. very used to them. Oh, good night, Shantae. Yeah, everyone go check out her channel. I didn't choose to talk to spirits. They just kind of came to me, and it used to freak me out and scare me a lot when I was little. And now I've gotten really used to it to the point that, like, I'm not even fazed by it. If it's like a neutral spirit, or like most of them are just neutral, like they're not demons or anything, like they're just an energy form, like a spirit. So it's just kind of there, and it doesn't bother me, it doesn't freak me out. I've only actually witnessed like one creepy spirit that really freaked me out in my whole entire life, just one, which was actually this year sometime. Like, it was recent. You're haunted. Probably. I don't know. My mom's slightly like a psychic medium. Most of my family, actually, on my mom's side, have always been able to like feel spirits, or like, you know, they got the whole spirit world and stuff. Do you have enough followers to bring forward our secret group plan to take over the world yet? No, I don't think I do. Yes, Joe, watch it. Get to that one. What's up, Josh, in all caps? How are you? It was a hand movement video, I think. I'm a big fan of visual ASMR. Well, I'll keep that in mind. Visual ASMR is the hardest one for me to do. I don't know why. I don't know what to tell you about the evil spirit. I only experienced it once, and I ran away from it because it freaked me out really bad. But most of them are very neutral. They're not good or bad. They're just kind of like people. But not really. It's a weird experience that you can only understand if you have experienced it yourself. I'm actually a ghost, but I try not to bring it up in conversation. Don't want to spook anyone. Friendo, you just brought it up in conversation. My family calls me vampire. I'm kind of into it. It's kind of a cool nickname to have, vampire. I don't actually physically see them, but I feel them. It's kind of like how it's a higher intuition. Like when you are in a room and you just all of a sudden know when somebody else is there. Like if you were sleeping and somebody came in and they were standing over you, you most likely would wake up because you would feel the presence without actually seeing them. You just feel something, like you feel energy all the time. You know when somebody's looking at you or staring at you. You know when somebody's close to you. It's kind of like that. But when you get messages from them, you don't hear a physical, like, not a physical, you don't hear like an actual voice. You hear it in your head. But you know that they're not your thoughts. They're coming through you as somebody else. It's a very weird thing to describe. It's very hard to describe. I'm a demon, but I didn't bring it up. The evil spirit was saying, help me, put your hands. So I was like, oh, nuts. No, the evil spirit was not looking for help. They were looking to cause some negative energy up in there. So I was like, I'm bringing out the sage. No. How are you scared from not seeing? What? It scared me because it was very dark and very evil, like, and I heard it. They make noises sometimes. Not actual, like, vocal noises, but they make noises with stuff around them. seen energy blobbies coming at me, and surrounding me was that a spirit. I don't know, it could have been. If you feel cold or feel like a sudden change in energy, it could have been. Sometimes you can see them as either like a dark figure out of the corner of your eye, or just like a light, like an orb. Usually you see them mostly in like video or photos, not in actual real life though. I spent a night in a house in Villisca, Iowa, where 6 people were murdered. Ooh, that sounds interesting, Nebraska. And nothing happened. Oh, well, that sucks. Did you want something to happen? No, Mia's not here anymore. She left at 8 o'clock. She wasn't here very long, and she was like busy visiting everybody, so we didn't really have time to do anything. She said she would be back during summer though, or she should be, so expect something then. Joe, you want a dope anime pic? Bust out the sage, Ghostbuster. Honestly. I like beat sounds. Joe, I think you should make it a dude anime, or whichever character just resonates with you. I don't watch anime, so I don't know anything about it, but people constantly tell me to watch it because I love like Japanese stuff. But I don't know how I feel about like cartoon type of things. I don't think it's my thing. Okay, bye MX Monster 80. Have a good night or day. I don't know where you live. Wrapping her gift was a great vid. Yeah, she was wearing it when she came to say bye to me. It looked good. See, I have no idea what anyone, like when people bring up anime, I just don't understand any of it. I did find my mic brush. What's up, Dave? I've never used this brush to paint. I honestly don't even know where it came from, just like most of the stuff that I own. I don't know where it came from. But this is my favorite brush to use for mic brushing because it's really long and it just like feels nice. And it's a little bit like the hairs on it are kind of sticking out in weird directions, so it makes like really good poking sounds. hairs falling out is everywhere. That's fun. Nothing really, Dave. Just chilling. What's up with you? How have you been? Yeah, Max, I also really like mic brushing. I like mic brushing and rambles at the same time. I like videos that have a bunch of rambling because I don't like to fall asleep to just noise. I like to pay attention to something while I fall asleep so that I don't listen to my own thoughts and stir myself up again. So I can't listen to no talking videos for sleep because they just make me think. Kaiser is not snoring in the background because he's probably sleeping in my closet because he's a weirdo and he found a new place to sleep and he likes the closet. Kaiser's in the closet. He doesn't want to come out of the closet. He likes it in there. Rambling is the best. I like to watch podcasts to go to sleep because it's just rambling. It's my favorite thing to do and my favorite thing to listen to. I like to ramble. And half of the time, I just don't even think before I talk. I just speak and hope that I make sense. Good night, friendo. Joe, I can't see it yet. Max, do you listen to it on a computer or on your phone or something? How do you mix two together? That sounds interesting. Oh, desktop computer. I don't know why it doesn't update them instantly. I'll see it sometime. It'll probably make it harder for me to recognize you at first. I don't know why, I associate pictures with people. So whenever one of you guys change your profile pictures, I'm like, wait, what? I get a little confused for a minute. you mean like fingertip tapping or tapping on my own fingers? I like fingertip tapping. Caesar, I'll do both. Yeah, my hair is wet. Actually, I got out of the shower like 2 hours ago, but it just takes my hair forever to dry. Probably because it's up. I am a weirdo and I like to go to sleep with my hair wet. Most people don't like it. I like to because it makes me colder and I can only sleep if I'm freezing. So I have to like take night showers. Joe, I'll look at it later. Oh, I don't have the time to delete all my videos ever. Yeah, I like mouth sounds, depending on like what type. I like eating sounds too. They're not like my favorite, but I do enjoy them. But it also kind of depends on the person, really. Because they can be awkward for me to watch and like uncomfortable. It's about the confidence of the person doing it. Like if it's not weird to the person doing it, then it's not weird to me. But like sometimes you can feel that the other person feels uncomfortable while doing it, and that's when it feels uncomfortable to me. I got short hair, so my hair is not wet, or not as wet when I go to bed. My hair is pretty short, but it takes forever to dry. It's very weird. Sometimes I'll go to bed with wet hair, and I'll wake up, and it will still be wet. Scalp scratch sound. I don't know how to do that. It would be better if this mic actually worked in stereo on live stream. Nebraska, yeah, I would do a custom mouth sounds vid. I've done one before. I'm down for it. I like eating sounds on YouTube, but I hate it in person. Same. It's weird. It's impossible for me to go to sleep without wet hair. Yeah, cold sleeping is the best. During the day, I get cold really quick. Like the air can be on like 90 degrees in here, and I'll probably still have a blanket on. But like the moment that I try to go to sleep, it's like I constantly am hot all the time, no matter what the temperature is. Like it's just like I'm hot. But then when I get up, like if I'm trying to go to sleep, and I like need to come in the kitchen to get some water or something, I'm freezing when I walk out. But like as soon as I close my eyes, I'm hot again. It makes no sense. Rubbing the mic with the sleeve. I hate going to bed with dead silence. I can't fall asleep if there's no sound. Me too. Yeah, I think vinyl would probably sound good. Sorry, Dave. I'm actually gonna take my hair down though, so it can maybe like start to dry a little bit. It smells like hair product. This is the worst stage for hair, when it's like half dry, half wet. Sleep needs are very specific and weird. I have like a really hard time falling asleep if anybody is in the same room. Like not just the same bed, the same room. Like it's hard for me to fall asleep in the same room as somebody, it's really weird. I just feel like every sound that I make is gonna wake the other person up because I'm a night owl and I like to just sit up and watch stuff on my phone, and most people I know go to sleep really early, and if I have to share a room with them, I feel like I'm gonna keep them up, so it gives me anxiety. What's up, Jay Festus? I remember you, yes. Nuclear bomb explosions, but they're at 10% volume. What? Oh, you want to see my messed up ankle? Josh Weller. Ankle reveal. It's swollen and sometimes it's purple. I'll show you the one that has nerve damage. I have a compression sock on it right now. Somebody messaged me and asked me to do an ASMR video of my Adam's apple moving. And I was like, that's weird. Like, you can probably see it in all of my videos. Yeah, it definitely is. I don't know why. To some people it isn't. Like, I know some people who can just fall asleep anywhere and everywhere at any time. And I wish I was like that, but I'm not. Like, I'm very, like, specific about my sleeping patterns. I talked to my doctor about it, and he recommended a nerve doctor, and then he recommended a bone doctor after he looked at it. And then right when he recommended that, I was like, no, I already know what it is now, because I already did that WebMD stuff, so I narrowed it down. I already figured out what I have. Like, I know what it is, and I looked up the treatment for it, and I'm like, no, I don't have that kind of money. First of all, I don't have insurance at all, so no. I mean, like, I've been a lot more careful about it. Like, I'm not sitting on it as much. And I'm wearing like special arches or whatever for my shoes and compression socks. Just being a lot more careful, and it's already like feeling a little bit better. Joe, my exception for being able to fall asleep anywhere is Thanksgiving. On Thanksgiving, after I eat, I can fall asleep anywhere, just right on the couch in the middle of everybody. During the day is different, like at nighttime though, like to take a nap. I can take a nap pretty much anywhere, but like to go to sleep, for real, for all night, I have like a ritual that I do, like a routine, and I have like OCD about it. So it's really hard for me to stay at other places that are unfamiliar to me because I start to get like anxiety about my normal routine. I don't like to break my bedtime routine. When you started skateboarding, I used to skateboard all the time. I was like a skater kid when I was younger. Your voice ain't deep. It is to me. It sounds deep. Sometimes it gets deeper than others. Especially when I'm sleep deprived. Then my voice sounds like a man, like it's straight up just like cracking and it's really deep. But I do actually have a huge Adam's apple. No shame, I don't care. But I do. I remember in elementary school, kids would be like, you can't be a girl because girls don't have Adam's apples. And I was like, every girl, like everybody has an Adam's apple. Guys are just, they have bigger ones. Mine just is a little bigger, so back off. I don't care. Like I don't care. Like I didn't even notice it. There's always got to be like that one person when you're in school that like makes you feel insecure about something that you didn't even know you had. Always like, oh, your Adam's apple's huge. And I'm like, what? I didn't even know. I didn't even realize. Go make some tea, Max. Yeah, you can make me some tea. I had way too much coffee today, actually. A prominent Adam's apple is the true sign of a handsome woman, in my humble opinion. That makes me think of, like, I have this one friend that I met off of a live stream, actually. And I didn't really expect to be, like, that good of friends with her. Like, we just started talking. And now, like, it's been over a year, and we used to talk, like, every single day. But there was this one guy on one of her streams one time that, like, I guess he didn't speak English very well. And he started messaging her. And he called her handsome. And, like, he was like, you're very handsome. And it was, like, broken English. And, like, I'm pretty sure he meant to call her beautiful. But, like, the fact that he said handsome was just really, it was really funny. So I still joke about that with her. Like, I still am like, you're a handsome woman. Adam's orange. I think my Adam's apple's broken because it looks like I got two. I have, like, you can't really see it because of the lighting, but is he a pretty boy? What? Is he a pretty boy? Joe, I'm in a dinky little apartment. Good night, Caesar. Why not Adam's pomegranate? Pomegranates are really good. I wanted to do a pomegranate video just because I think that they are such cool fruits, like to cut them open and stuff. That used to give me ASMR when I was little, like a visual thing. Like I used to love cutting pomegranates, even though it's so messy to do. It's kind of like a bee's hive. That's what it reminds me of. Nice wheel bite. How have you been doing with guitar? Any improvements? I live in a massive apartment, but for $815 without paid utilities, it damn well better be. I mean, the apartment that I live in is not really like small, like tiny, but it's not big. There's 2 bedrooms, but the layout makes it feel like very echoey. I've been practicing with no amp for like 3 weeks. Oh, you didn't get an amp? Dave, live it on a prayer. I can't not sing that in my mind. Yes, I live in a apartment. Nice wheel bite. Are you learning like tabs, or did you learn chords? My apartment is 1 bedroom and the bathroom is wonky because it's a tiny bathroom and the sink is in the hallway. I have like the back bathroom in the closet area. There's a sink in there for some reason. It's like there's this walk-in area, but the closets are still those little like ratchet ones that like, I don't know, they have those little slits on them and they like pull open. And there's 2 closets and like this walk-in area that is just usually full of my dirty clothes that I just throw in there because I'm lazy and not organized at all. But then there's this sink that's fully functional and I don't know why it's there. Nobody uses it. And then in the bathroom, there's like another sink in there and it's like you just walk in from the closet area with the sink into a bathroom that has a sink. It makes no sense. And all the other apartments around me, they removed the sink. But apparently we're not allowed to remove our sink, so it just has to stay there. And it's full of clothes now. We just pile a bunch of clothes on it. I learned 3 chords, A, D, and E, then I realized I don't need them. Wheel bite. It's always nice to know different things. You never know when you're going to need them. What's up, the pig army? Yeah, we're going to start a band. I'm going to play the harp as soon as I figure out how to tune it. The scales are kind of important, I guess, if you're going to be playing mostly riffs and stuff. I'm definitely not a drummer. I'm not very good with rhythm sometimes. The ASMR band. Harp tuning sounds hard. It is very difficult. I didn't expect it to be that difficult. It's weird. It's like a mix between a guitar and a piano. And I don't know. Like, I know how to tune it. I know what it's supposed to be tuned into. But I think the strings need to be tightened because they won't stay tuned. And it's really annoying to tune it because you have to use like a little stick that you like have to find the right place where the string is and then like crank it. It's very difficult, but I'm kind of glad that it's difficult because stringed instruments were getting too easy for me. Like ukuleles, guitars, banjos, all that stuff. Like, that's too easy. I needed something harder. I needed more of a challenge, and I got one. A harp, and that's going to be a challenge for me, but I'll figure it out when I have the time. With some members on weird instruments, yes. Dave can be the drums, okay. But you only use like we don't have a full drum kit. We only use like weird household items as drums, like containers of coffee and like homemade drums. Glasses that are full of like water to tap on to make sounds. The band that plays music from household items. Oh, I love playing jazz. It's very difficult though. Jazz is hard to play, especially on piano. I love jazz piano. I wish I could play better jazz piano, but I can't do it that well. I'm better at playing blues than jazz. So I stick with blues guitar. I have not seen Whiplash. It's really easy to play the drums badly. It is. Like when I was younger, I always thought drums were like the easy part of a band. I was like, that's like the easiest instrument, until my sister got like a little drum kit and I tried to play it and I was like, never mind. I can play like that one common beat, like the Hannah Montana theme song type of beat. That's just like basic, but I can't go like creative on the drums. I can't get creative with my beats because I start to like forget. But I've gotten a little bit better at it, like using drum machines on like GarageBand and playing around. I've gotten a little better at rhythm and stuff, but I still could never play the drums. Couldn't play drums and bass at the same time. I don't understand how people play guitar and sing at the same time. Like, I've tried to. It is so hard. Like, I can sing to the piano, but I can't sing to my guitar. Like, I feel like I have to focus on playing the guitar. Especially strumming. Like, I'm very focused on the strumming patterns. I hate strumming. That's why I think the harp is going to be fun, because I already play piano. And my favorite part of playing guitar is finger picking. So a harp is like the mix of both. It's like finger picking a piano. My two favorite things. Hurdy-gurdy is the one instrument I want to learn right now. What even is a hurdy-gurdy? Kazooie. What's a kazooie? I don't even know these things. I mean, I probably do, because my stepmom has like a bunch of weird instruments that I don't know what they're called, but I've probably seen these things. Oh, we definitely need an accordion in the band. We definitely need an accordion. We need someone to drop some like fire rap verses. Josh Weller's the singer, and then we need like a rap verse. I can't rap, so we need someone who can rap, because we gotta mix that in there. But every song is just going to be about like really depressing things in a very upbeat tempo and major chords, major happy chord progressions, but like really sad lyrics. Or like lyrics that make no sense at all, like extremely random lyrics that sound like we're trying to be metaphorical, but they make no sense at all. Like when people make really deep song lyrics and they compare something to something else and they try to make it really deep, but we're gonna do it and we're gonna do like weird metaphorical stuff that actually sounds really stupid. It just sounds like a mess. Try to make it sound deep, but it's too deep. When it gets too deep, that it makes no sense at all. For example, lyrics. Yeah. Bring me to life, but it's upbeat and happy. Yes. Yes. Oh, no. We're going for 2000s, mid 2000s Linkin Park. That's what we're going for. Dave learned the piano. It's fun. I was so mad that, like, on Christmas when I was coming home, there was a full upright piano just like sitting outside. Like somebody was throwing it away and it worked perfectly. And I wanted it so bad. That thing was like 5,000 pounds. And there was no way I could bring it home. So I just had to leave it there and I was really upset about it. It was a free, like, upright piano that I couldn't take. Once in a lifetime chance. Yeah, Max, you can do the turntables. What's up, Captain McTavish? I think the music should just be over metaphorical, like way too much. Way too much that we're comparing something to something else where it doesn't even make sense. Like you're trying to process it. Like Nirvana songs where you try to think of what the song means. But like Nirvana times like 1 million. Like where you literally are just sitting there, like it sounds like it should make sense. But like you could analyze it and analyze it and analyze it and still never figure out what the song means. Because it means nothing, but it sounds like it does. I have like 7 keyboards. I still have my first keyboard that I ever got when I was 10 years old. What electric guitar do you have? I don't know, I have more than one. I have like 3. I don't know what the first one is. I know I have a Fender. And I don't know what the other 2 are, honestly. Yes, Josh. The lyrics are going to be like just way too deep that they don't even make sense. You're obsessed with Cobain's suicide. I mean, yeah, it's kind of interesting. Do you think that he killed himself or do you think somebody plotted it? Conspiracy. I've seen a lot of those conspiracies. Yeah, I think he did too. Jeff Buckley. Jeff Buckley, I think he was murdered. I like Jeff Buckley a lot. Bilbay, where do you find that documentary? I hate when documentaries are biased. Like, you're supposed to let me decide what I think. Like, give me information from both sides and let me decide my own opinion. Don't try to, like, throw your opinion at me. I hate stuff like that. Like, I would rather click on a documentary that's called Are Aliens Real? Rather than watch one that says Proof of Aliens. Like, I like the ones that take like both sides, I guess, logic and evidence, and they try to prove something without forcing it. Oh, something like that happened. Brittany Murphy's mom, after Brittany Murphy died and then her husband died, Brittany Murphy's mom started like immediately auctioning off her stuff, and they found like rat poison in her like autopsy or whatever. Like, her mom definitely murdered her. I love Brittany Murphy. She was great. Dave, I think aliens are real. I think aliens are real. It would be illogical to say they don't exist. It would also be narcissistic to think that they don't exist. To think that like we're the only ones that matter and that are here in this like entire universe. That's a little bit narcissistic. There's too much space for aliens not to exist. Honestly, there is. Like, if they don't exist, they had to have existed once, and if they were all wiped out, that means our planet is going to be gone soon too. So yes, I think aliens have made contact with Earth. I believe it. I honestly think that's how our technology has increased so much. Like, if you really think about it, like, I was born in 1997, and I feel like I was like one of the last generations to grow up with like minimal technology. Like, we still had dial-up and stuff. Like, internet wasn't really a big thing growing up. Like, we played outside, but it was a really exciting time to grow up because technology started like getting more and more advanced as I aged. So like technology just got extremely advanced in a really short amount of time, and it doesn't really make sense like just to go so slow, like throughout the 1900s and stuff. Technology was moving so slow, and then all of a sudden, like the 2000s, it just started like happening really fast, and now we're like at the point cars drive themselves, and like so much like facial reading technology, weird stuff that's just more than we ever really thought would like exist in our time. Like when I was a kid, I would have never thought that there would be self-driving cars in my time period. Like that's the kind of stuff that I thought would be for, like after I died, like the year like 5,000 or something. Humanity is really stupid, honestly. Somebody's calling me. It's Ray. Wait, what did Josh say? Wait. Wheelbite. I'm confused. Hold on. Oh, you're talking about an album. I don't know. Yeah, technology is constantly like increasing. They have a new iPhone like it feels like every couple months. There's something new, like a new robot, a new something. Feels like just every time I turn the news on, it's like something new with technology. Yeah, we are very advanced. We are all born in the wrong era, probably. I feel like I was meant to be in like the Woodstock era, the era of hippies. You were gonna say Ray, yeah, because she's my only friend. Besides Oof and my siblings. A band called Tool. Oh, my dad loves Tool. What? Identify people based on the way they walk? That's insane. Yeah, artificial intelligence is going to be really creepy. Like, it already has so many, like, it already listens to you without you knowing, and it finds advertisements based on your conversations. Sometimes I swear I don't even say things out loud. I just think about something, and then there's an advertisement for it right after, like, I think about it, and then I'm scrolling down something, and then there it is. And I didn't even say it out loud, which is really creepy. Yeah, they are giving us products for problems we don't have. That's so true. They're not really fixing anything. They're kind of just adding to the problems. They're giving us more problems and then solutions for those problems. Like, the technology is a problem, and then they have another piece of technology that fixes the problem for that piece of technology. It's weird. No, Max, I didn't hear about it. Jules. Is that how you say your name? Jules Opia. Just let me know. I'm not good at this. Why do you feel old? Oh, because Tool is now considered classic rock. That's weird. It's definitely metal. I mean, like, I don't really listen to Tool, but my dad loves Tool, and I'm like pretty sure it's metal. Oh yeah, Instagram watches, like, I'm telling you, anything that you Google, like all of the apps on your phone are like synced to whatever you are looking for. It's like based on the IP address or something. Like, I can look at something on my computer and it's not even connected to my phone, and then I'll go on my phone and I'll get an advertisement for something I like Googled on my computer. They turned it off. Wait. When the AIs invented a new language to talk in that That is so scary. That is really creepy. Oh, I pronounced it correct. Okay, good. Oh, I believe you, Max. Technology is insane. It is. The government is after me. I've looked up how to make tear gas, but I didn't get tear gas ads. That's weird. They should give you some ads to buy it. The government is after me. Speaking of creepy, searching up the creepiest YouTube videos ever posted, I think it's pretty scary rather than creepy. Sometimes at night I get into like this weird spiral of creepy, weird videos on YouTube. And I know it's gonna mess me up, but I can't stop. I have like a weird thing where I just am drawn to darkness. Has anybody ever watched Faces of Death? Because my dad showed me the Faces of Death movies and stuff. Like he was obsessed with them when he was a teenager. And I watched them with him, and they are so disturbing. But you can't, like, for me, I cannot stop watching. Like, I know I shouldn't be, and I know I don't want to see it, but I can't stop. I know I shouldn't. It's gonna haunt me for the rest of my life. But, like, I literally sat there and I watched some guy get, like, ripped in half by a train, and I could not stop looking at it. I felt like I was gonna pass out. But, like, I can't turn away from dark stuff. I'm scarred for life now. But, I can't help it. I try to avoid the spiral because, like, once I watch one dark video, I know it's just going to keep getting into, like, more and more and more. So I try to avoid it because I know it, like, it's really not good for me. But I slip into it, like, occasionally still. What hand thing? What hand thing? Yeah, no, Faces of Death is like, they're like videos of actual deaths caught on camera, like really graphic stuff. Like people getting shot point blank in the head. Like, I don't even know. Just real, like they're all real. And like there was one, like a really old clip of some guy that worked in a morgue, and he was like showing how he takes the skull out and then puts it back. Like, it was so gross, and I couldn't stop. It was like real footage, and he cut the guy's head open and like pulled the stuff out, and like I don't even know how I could watch it, but I could. And for some reason, the one that scarred me the most was the one that was like the least gory. Like that one of that magician. I don't remember what his name was, but the one that tried to walk on the tight ropes, and everyone was like down watching, and he fell. That one scarred me so much, but you couldn't even see like the dead body, which is the weirdest thing because it scarred me more than the guy who got hit by a train. You can see all of like the guts and stuff. But for some reason, the guy who fell from the tightrope really messed me up. Just hearing the audience react to it, I think that's what messed me up. Kaiser's coming in here. I can hear him. Yeah, Josh Weller, that's what I watched, basically. It's awful. It's really bad. Don't watch a Serbian film. Now that you said it, I'm gonna have to watch it. Where do you find these videos? Faces of Death is just movies. If you Google Faces of Death, my dog's just now deciding to eat his dinner, and it's probably going to be really obnoxious, so sorry. If you Google Faces of Death, I don't know where you can watch it. I don't know how my dad found it, because I think they kind of like banned it or something. Like, I don't think it's really like easy to find anymore, because it's really intense. Josh Weller. Oh, I've seen something like that. I've seen a lot of really gross stuff. The more that I see, there he is. The star of the show has arrived. I've seen a lot of like really intense stuff, to the point where like now when I see it, I kind of don't really think it's real anymore. Like, I've been scarred to the point where like I can look at a lot of gore and just be like, whatever. So maybe that's helpful. Even though I'm scarred for life, maybe it comes in handy. Guys, he left again. The hand video. What? I gotta see it. What is this Serbian film? What is that? What is it? What's it about? What's up, ASMR tonight? All hail, Kaiser. I feel fantastic. It's creepy though, if you learn about what the video really means. It's literally like, what? I'm so confused. I've never actually been like physically around a dead person, but I have seen a lot of dead people. Or if people die. Oh, there he is. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, after like the second Faces of Death that I watched, like halfway through it, me and my dad were like, I'm hungry for some reason. I want Chinese food. And we were watching actual people like being like split in half on a movie, and I was getting hungry, and I was like, okay, something's wrong with me now. Like, I literally have scarred myself to a point of like complete, like, I just don't feel anything. I get more scarred now by like animal deaths than people deaths. It takes a lot for me to feel sad about like somebody, like a person dying, honestly, which probably makes me sound like a sociopath. But like, I really lost a lot of empathy for humans. They just did. I mean, humans suck. I include myself in that too. Like, I feel bad for animals. I feel more empathy towards animals than people. Oh, okay, yeah, Joe, that sounds a little disturbing, but also interesting. Is it like based on true stuff, or is it just like somebody's mind created it? Like the human centipede scarred me for life, mostly because of the really awful acting. The acting in that movie was so bad that I had a really hard time watching it. It gets very real very fast. Oh, I see dead people. My soul was scarred me on human recognition. Wait, Two Girls, One Cup. Oh, I never watched it. Thank goodness I never watched it. People were like, watch it. It's so gross, watch it. I'm like, if it's that gross, why do you want me to watch it? I never watched it, and I never will, because I don't want to have to see that in my head all the time. Yeah, stuff like that, driver. That kind of stuff, yeah, I feel bad and it's sad. It depends on the situation. Like, when I see people in like mass like situations like that, then I feel like really upset about it and it disturbs me. Just like the one video where the one from Faces of Death that disturbed me the most was the one where the magician fell and you couldn't even see his body, but the way that the whole audience was like reacting made me feel like really awful, because like I put myself in their shoes, just like having to witness that. So like if there's more people involved and it's like a natural type of death, then yeah, I feel like empathy for it. But like there's certain things that just don't really like affect me at all. Like I can watch somebody get hit by a train and like I really won't think too much about it. Like it's kind of gross and like a little disturbing, but like I don't necessarily feel bad for the person. But then again, I also live in like the drug capital of America, where I see people drunk and on drugs all the time doing stupid stuff. So automatically I assume somebody that is getting too close to like dangerous situations, I assume that they are just like on drugs. So I don't really feel empathy towards that kind of stuff. But like it's just because of that, like my environment and what I've been around. But like it's not like I never feel empathy for people. It's just depending on the person and the situation. Like if it's a definite accident, then I feel bad. But like sometimes it's the person's own fault. Like sometimes they're just being really stupid. Like those people who take selfies on top of like really tall buildings, those dangerous selfies. Like I would not feel bad if one fell, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, because it's just so stupid. Like I wouldn't care at all. I might even say they deserved it. Does that make me a psychopath? I don't know. If there was a wildfire, would you put on makeup first? No. My mom would though. My mom puts on makeup at like 1 a.m. to run to Walmart. And it takes 4 hours for her to get ready. I'm leaving like this if there's a fire. Yeah, see, that's why I never watched it. Yeah, that's kind of true, wheel pipe. That is kind of true. That's a little bit narcissistic, but it's honestly, not gonna lie, it's true. I think people do feel more empathy towards situations that could happen to themselves. Like where there's just innocent people involved, that just regular civilians, and something like just happens out of nowhere. You're definitely gonna feel a lot stronger about the situation because it could be you, which makes you really feel like it is you. But that's true, people. I don't know. I honestly don't. I don't really have empathy for most people. Like I don't just naturally have empathy. Like I have to gain empathy for people. Like I have to be around them for a while to like feel for them, because it just like, I don't know, they like humans, I include myself with this, like humans suck, and they kind of lost my respect. Just like it takes a while to gain respect for a human. Animals, I just naturally have respect for them, but humans are just like a whole other story. I have trust issues and I don't really care for people. But then there's good people, but it's hard to tell the difference between like the bad people and the good people. So that's where it comes in that I have to know the person well enough to feel bad for them. Or if I watch like a documentary and they start telling me information about the person, then I can feel bad for them. Like if I feel like I know them, I'll feel bad. Yeah, just natural selection at work. Yeah, I say that a lot. I mean, people who do stupid stuff, they know the risks. So, I mean, they know what they're getting into. It's not an accident. Like, it technically is an accident, but not really, because they know that it's a possibility going into it. But, like, when somebody's just walking down the street and they get shot, that's not an accident. That's somebody just like, or that is an accident, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sleep deprived. On a rampage about something. I don't know. I don't even remember what I said 2 seconds ago. People taking selfies on skyscrapers is the physical definition of Darwinism. Honestly, I had a hard time even standing on that little like glass ledge in Chicago. Like that was really hard for me to do. I can't even imagine. Like I can't even get on a Ferris wheel. So people, like my instincts just tell me like, no, don't do it. It's too high up. It's scary. Like you could die. So people who like choose to climb up and do like weird flips and stuff off of buildings, like go ahead, and if you die, that's your thing. Like I honestly won't care. Yeah, me too, Josh. Honestly, like I feel bad that I have to be like that, but in the world that we live in today, like it's just really hard to trust people and respect people without reason. So nobody can be trusted and nobody can be respected until they earn it, and they have to prove it. So until they prove it, to me, they automatically, I guess, just like as a defense mechanism, they're automatically bad until they're good. Until they have proven that they are good, my brain's just like bad, 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 bad. So I don't know if it makes sense ever. Driver. Yeah, I got Nick in the vape. That's why I vape, because I used to smoke cigarettes years and years and years ago, but like I have a bad nicotine addiction. Joe, that dark humor though. Yo, I was born the same day as Albert Einstein. Not the same year though, obviously. Make them earn your respect. Yeah. I mean, I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just like my issues, my personal trust issues, but like I feel like it's not really smart to go into the world automatically trusting everybody. It's safer to go into the world trusting nobody and only yourself until you are proven wrong. You have to earn respect. You don't just get it. That's what I think. But then again, I don't think that everybody, like, I don't think you should treat people rudely. I mean, like just walking down the street and stuff, I don't think you should just not respect anybody. I mean, like, personal respect. Like, as in where I would feel bad if you died, or like, I don't know. But like, I'm not just gonna walk down the street like, I hate that person, I hate that person, I hate that person. I don't do that. But like, I don't trust anybody until they have proven that I can't trust them. But then again, I don't really have anything that I need somebody that I trust for. I don't really need to trust anybody. It's not like I have secrets that I tell to anybody. Because I don't really care. It's expanding, but we don't know if it has an end. That's true. Is it any better than cigarettes because I'm trying to quit? Honestly, yes. Like at first it was different, but like now I don't even want a cigarette ever. I've been using a vape for like 4 years, 5 years maybe. A long time, and the thought of smoking a cigarette like really grosses me out. And it's like a lot. It just doesn't make your clothes smell bad, and doesn't make your breath smell bad, doesn't make the whole environment around you smell bad. So it's just a lot better. Cheaper too. I literally just came back from watching I Feel Fantastic. I missed that. I don't know what that is. I'm getting very confused. Oh yeah, quitting smoking is difficult. Would be a good time to tell a secret. I don't have any secrets. I honestly don't. I mean, there's just certain things that you don't tell people out of just because, like, it's a personal thing, but it doesn't make it a secret because, like, I really wouldn't care if somebody knew about it, but, like, you don't just go around telling people everything. But I don't have anything where it's like, oh, I did this and nobody knows about it. I'm pretty open as a person. Like, I honestly just don't care. Hit me up with that nap. With what? Yeah, basically stuff that I don't tell people is stuff that nobody really wants to hear about. One secret that you get embarrassed when you think about it. There's a lot of stuff that I get embarrassed when I think about it, but I still tell people about it. With your vape virtually, what? Everybody tell a secret right now. All 15 of you. There's 15 people viewing this. I don't know if 15 people are talking, but there's 15 people. Now there's 14 people watching because I called them out. Same, Joshua. I mean, like, there's things that I can't think of that I'm sure, like, I haven't told anybody, but I just can't think of it. But if somebody asked me, I'd be like, oh, yeah, I did that. Nice. Nice, Joe. Good secret. That's Joe's secret. I don't have a secret that I can think of. I'll try to think of something. Hold on. They're not technically secrets. They're just things that I forgot or had no, like, actual thought to tell anybody about. Oh, nice. Wait, I mean, the only thing I could call a secret would be my bank details. I don't think I want to share those with anyone. Same. I never get depressed. I'm always depressed. That's my secret. I dented this car on purpose because it parked so close that I couldn't open my car door. Oh, nobody ever saw your piercing, Joe. Wow. He blamed his brother. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'll try to think of one coming off of your guys' stuff. Let me see. I already mentioned that I stole, like, some jewelry from Hobby Lobby in my jewelry video. I stole like a pendant thingy. I stole a pen, a literal like $1 pen from Michael's one time. Literally just because I did not want to stand in the line. Like the line was so long, and Ray was actually with me. It was like 5 years ago. Ray was with me, and the line was really long, and she was like in a rush to leave. And I wanted this pen so bad, and it was $1. So I had like a can of Arizona tea, and I finished it, and I dropped the pen down in the can, and I walked out of the store. Not really a secret because I don't care, but just remembered about it. Just secrets about stuff we stole. I think I stole a pair of earrings from Claire's once when I was like 13. You ran over a cat and buried it. Actually, did you? My mom ran over my cat when I was little and blamed it on the UPS guy. So I was mad at the UPS guy forever. And then I found out when I was older that it was my mom. Joe, tell your secret. I don't judge. I've done a lot of terrible stuff. Joe, one time I found $20 in a pocket of some pants at Goodwill. I was really excited about it. So now I check all of the pant pockets at Goodwill. I haven't found any more money. I think they started checking them. I also found $50 on the floor at a Publix one time, and I was a nice person, so I went to like the front and I asked if they would like call to see if somebody dropped $50, because I felt like that was like a lot of money when I was a kid. Like I was little and I was like, I feel bad for the person who dropped this, but nobody claimed it, so I got to keep it. And then I used it for me and my sister and my sister's friend and one of my friends to go to a what is it? A game room basically. So I spent the money on a bunch of our friends and my sister so that it wasn't spent selfishly because it was somebody else's money. Dave, you're just kidding. You didn't run over a cat. You buried the secret in the cat. But I would have been in that situation. I used to steal toys from stores when I was little. I probably did that. Me and my youngest sister that you guys have not met, we used to be like crazy business ladies, and I got like a briefcase for Christmas one year, and for my birthday, like I got this jewelry making kit. So me and my youngest sister, we shared a room, and we would always eat ramen noodles on the roof and be like crazy. Like, I don't know, we were crazy kids, and we had an obsession of like with chocolate and stuff, and we were not allowed to eat chocolate together because we got too hyper and did crazy stuff. But anyways, we would illegally sell our jewelry, like our crappy jewelry at school. Like I would make her go to school and sell it to her friends, and they would like customize a bracelet, and I would come home from school and like put their name on a bracelet and get like $2 for it. And then we would get lunch money from our parents, and they would forget they gave it to us, so we would keep the change, and they would do it like every day. And so we had a big box full of money. We were like in elementary school, and we had like over $500 like in this big thing, and we just like we would go around this, like the streets and sell pictures that we traced from coloring books. I even picked up seeds. There were seeds all over the ground, all over from the trees, and I tried to sell them to people, and I told them that if they planted them, they grew trees. And some lady bought the whole thing, like this hippie lady on the end of the street, bought the whole jar of seeds, even though they were all over the floor, for $50. And then me and my sister, every time we went to the grocery store, we would sneak off and go, like, secretly buy chocolate, since we were not allowed to have it. And we hid it all underneath our beds. And we would eat it at night when everyone was sleeping, and go on the roof and act like hypermaniacs. Is that a secret? Not really, but it's weird. Once I'm on probation, I will tell my secrets. Okay. I want Subway. What? Subway? Arcade. Yeah, an arcade. That's what I meant. Daniela, what's up? Missed you. It's been a while. The Salvation Army does so much good for people, and I stole a shirt from them, and even thinking about it makes me feel genuinely awful. Well, Joe, obviously, if you needed to steal the shirt, you were in need of the shirt. So, they help people. They helped you. You got a shirt. I can't think of normal secrets. Yeah, quick little stream. Meanwhile, 2 hours later. It's not planned to be on here 2 hours, but got interesting. I'll change it to quick long stream. quick 3-hour stream. Just stopping by for a quick 3-hour long conversation. I wasn't allowed to drink pop. We call it that in Canada. So I'd always jack money and buy Coke and guzzle it just for that burn it gives you. I used to drink so much soda, and now I don't drink any. Except for like the Japanese ones, because they're not as bubbly. I don't like that feeling. I like warm soda. Like, not warm, but like not cold. I don't like any drink cold. And my friends make fun of me because I don't put my water in the fridge. I just have like bottled water sitting out that's room temperature, because I have like a weird thing when I'm thirsty. Like, I don't want to chug ice cold water because it hurts my mouth and my teeth and my throat, and I don't like it. So I prefer all of my beverages just room temperature. Oh, Max, same. I recently just started like discovering live streams and like seeing what it felt like to be in the chat. It is very difficult to quickly type a response where it's relevant to the conversation. Like, by the time I wrote a response, that conversation was already done and like past, and they were on something else. 5-hour stream. Nah, I gotta sleep. What? Daniela, Bad Bunny coming soon. What? I'm confused. No, not screw my sleep. I need sleep so I can edit some actual videos. Or do something besides play Zelda. Rain in your room? Are you sure you're not just like high? My mouth just made like a crackling sound like fire. Nobody. I don't expect relevance in streams. Like, 1 minute we're talking about something really depressing, and then the next minute it's like aliens. 1 minute we're like mental institutions, mental illness, aliens, secrets. Like, no relevance. Wherever it goes is where it goes. Let the stream take its own path. Oh, I got Zelda. You did. The Breath of the Wild. It's so fun. It's so much fun. I can't stop. I'm still in the beginning part. Trying to find like the little shrines to get the parasail thing or whatever. The glider, the paraglider. I don't know what it's called. And I can't find the last shrine. It's taking me so long to find it, but I don't want to be a cheater and find it on go online and find it. So I'm just gonna have to suffer until I find it on my own. Good night, Josh. Sleep well. That's what makes your streams cool. Thanks. Driver, I don't know either of those. I know PewDiePie because I heard about him, but I don't watch his videos. Yes, I got a Switch. Finally, I got one. Worth it, 100%. I don't know where he's at. I don't know. Probably in the closet. We can play now. I should do, I wish I could do Zelda gaming live streams. That'd be fun. I mean, for me, probably not for people to watch. Honestly, I don't like to watch other people play games. I don't find that fun, but a lot of people do, so. No, he likes to go in the closet. He likes the closet. He can leave wherever he wants, or whenever he wants. The door's open. He just always goes in there because my laundry is all thrown in there because I'm lazy again. And he just lays on the pile of clothes in my closet. He likes it. Yes, get another dog. Do it. Yes. Adopt. Oof. You mean oof. Oof. I talked to him yesterday, I think. I don't know. Where you at? Oof. Are you here? Secretly here? Got the name wrong, sorry. It's fine. I have a golden doodle as well. I got him when I was 16, but he lives with my other grandma. I gave him to my other grandma because he loves her, and I couldn't take him away from her, so I just let him stay there. Joe, the landlord has no idea that I have this dog. I'm not allowed to have Kaiser because the landlord is a racist and a complete, she's an old lady and she's just awful. She's the worst person I've ever seen in my life. So basically, she has a law about having a dog. You can't have a dog that's over 20 pounds, which is most breeds of dogs, except for Chihuahuas or little tiny dogs. But anyways, I'm not supposed to have him, and she doesn't know I have him. So just don't tell anyone that you have the dog. And if your neighbors are cool, they won't tell either, or they will assume that you are paying the $200. Your neighbors don't have to know that you're not paying the $200. Oh, well, my landlord lives really far away, and she pretty much the only time she comes here is when something important is happening, so we all are informed that she's coming. But then it's all chaos comes, it's just we have to hide the dog, we have to too much, but it's worth it because I love big dogs. I could never have a dog under 20 pounds. Like, I love all dogs, but I don't want a small dog. I prefer big dogs. Well, see, legally, we've made it where she can't do anything about it because he is a service animal, like an emotional support animal. We have a signature from a therapist, so technically she's not allowed to kick us out, but she can raise the rent. So, like, she has that kind of mind where she'll raise the rent to more than what we can pay, basically make us leave without technically kicking us out. Support human. I don't want a small dog because I'd be afraid of stepping on him during the night. Honestly, I feel like my mom had a little Yorkie, and I loved him. Like, he was really cute, and I love all dogs, but he scared me a little bit because I couldn't be rough with him. Like, I felt like I was going to break him. Like, my dog, I can literally use him as a pillow or a bed, and he's gonna survive. Like, I could lay straight on top of him. Basically, he weighs like the same as me, if not more. So I can basically, he can survive anything. I'm sitting in such a weird position. It's hard to type irrelevant response in time. Yeah, who cares? I'll still read it. Small dogs often hate other dogs, honestly. My dog, Bear did not like other dogs, but he was decent with the cat. Like, him and the cat had a really good relationship. But Kaiser is not used to the cat. He gets along like perfect with other dogs. His best friend is a German Shepherd named Rocky, and it's really cute. But he chases the cat. Sometimes I honestly just wish that my cat would smack him. Like, just smack him one time with her claws so he can learn not to mess with her, so they can be friends. Honestly, sometimes he deserves like a nice cat smack in the face because he's very rude. He needs better social skills. He needs to get what he deserves for being so mean to Shadow. I'm actually really allergic to cats, and my mom is too, but I've had cats growing up my whole life, but they've always been like outdoor cats. So, like, I'd never had to sleep with them or anything because I will break out in hives and stuff. But I can like pet them occasionally and play with them occasionally. But luckily, cats are not that affectionate anyways, so I don't really have to deal with it too much. Whenever I brought my cat inside though, and I try to cuddle with her, I would break out in hives. Or whenever I go to a shelter and I go in the cat rooms, I always break out in hives. But it's worth it because I like cats. When I was little, I used to say that I was a cat person. But now I'm definitely like equally at both. I can't choose. I think that they're both equally great. I mean, cats are smarter, 100%. Cats are like superior to dogs in that level, where they're definitely smarter, more intelligent creatures. But dogs are more affectionate, so they make better like cuddling type of pets. But I can't put one above the other. I think they're equally like, they balance each other out. Dogs are almost like they're like too good, too nice, and then cats are like they don't trust anybody. It's like it's a very balancing thing. Complete opposites. in Texas. It's way too hot for one, so I'd feel bad about living in Texas with him. Honestly, being in Florida, every time I see like a husky, I feel really bad, but like for the husky, because it just looks awful. I mean, about being a dog person, not disliking cats. Oh. My mom's Pomeranian is retarded. It can't get upstairs or do anything, and it barks at night if it can't get in the room. My dog doesn't bark, which is the weirdest thing. Like, at first, when I adopted him, we all thought that he like got his vocal cords removed, because apparently that's a thing that people do to dogs who bark too much. They cut their vocal cords out, and it's like an actual procedure that vets will do, which is wrong. It's like declawing a cat. But he has barked a couple times, like at the dog park and stuff, and he makes weird noises when he dreams and yawns, but like he's not a barker. Like, he's the worst guard dog ever. He does not let us know when people are here. People can just walk in the house and he doesn't care. He doesn't bark at anything unless he's like playing with other dogs. I like Sphinx cats. Like the naked cats. I love the naked cats. Dogs are sweet but stupid as shit, honestly. I mean, I didn't want to say it, but like, yeah, dogs are kind of stupid, but it makes them funny. It's very good entertainment. But some dogs are pretty smart. I mean, they have a lot to work with. Like, they can be smart, but for the most part, people don't really try to make them smart. Like, they have potential to be smart, like the police dogs and stuff. But cats are just like, they come out when they're first born and they have like natural intelligence that dogs don't have. Dogs learn their intelligence. Cats are born with theirs, so it's different. What? Someone stole a golden retriever. Weird. Kaiser is an alien, actually. I think my cat's an alien. Alright, I'm gonna end this stream because I need to go to sleep. And I have to find Kaiser and see if he's in the closet. But I'll be back sometime soon because this was interesting. Maybe tomorrow, actually. Oh, hi, Alex. I'm about to leave. See, I wish I could be. All cats are aliens, all dogs are people. Conspiracy. Alright, good night, Max. Good night, Bob. Good night, Joe. Good night, Tim. Good night, Brendo. Good night, Dave. Good night, Driver. Good night, everybody that I missed. I'm sorry if I missed you. I might be back tomorrow, actually. So, good night.